This is Just That Dude, and this is Just That TV. Okay, so this is The Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 10, The New World. So, the show opens up with freaking Rick, Carl, Michonne, and Beth. The show kind of opened up with, like, it was like a slow-mo, like a backing up, the camera was backing up from a picture of Carl and Beth, and in the picture, Carl got one eye. And I'm thinking to myself, like, who the fuck took this picture? What the fuck did they take this picture on? And how the fuck they print this shit and get a frame for it? But whatever, I digress. So, it's like a couple weeks after, or whatever, everything happened. They were trying to rebuild Alexandria, and Daryl and Rick are about to go on like a little run to get some supplies and some food, you know, just like a little item run or whatever. Michonne states that she needs some toothpaste because her breath is kicking or whatever, and you know, she tried to be all a little particular about what kind of toothpaste, and I'm like, bitch, you in a zombie apocalypse, like, you need to take whatever the fuck kind of toothpaste he can bring back. Bitch trying to get motherfucking Colgate when all they got is AIM, and I'm like, bitch, take that AIM, bitch, at least your breath won't be stinking. Like, girl, you better go on somewhere, have some. Eugene, he wanted some type of grain. I couldn't pronounce whatever the fuck this grain was, but it was something like a wheat or some bullshit, y'all. I don't know. I don't be listening to Eugene, to be quite honest. And Denise, she wanted some pop. Nah, I'm from Detroit, so that's how we say either soda or cold drink or whatever y'all say. It's pop. I don't care what y'all talking about, it's pop. So after all of that, fucking Maggie gives a little pep talk to Enid, you know, about her disappearing and how she would be there for Enid if she needed her or whatever like that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bitch, you wasn't there for motherfucking your own sister like that, so why the fuck is you trying to be there for Enid so damn bad? Like, are you feeling bad that you left your sister and you didn't even try to go look for your sister? But that's another story for another motherfucking day, you know. That was past reviews that I didn't do. We on to this one. I'm not gonna dig into Maggie and the issues that I got with her ass. So, Michonne sees Spencer. Michonne is standing on the post, you know, doing her little job, looking out for walkers and, you know, peoples or whatever. And she so happens to see Spencer going into the woods. So she leave her post. I don't know if she told anybody that she was leaving, but the bitch left her post and she went and followed him into the woods or whatever. So Carl and motherfucking Enid is in the woods too. They on some little play date or some shit, y'all. Like, I'm like, y'all go get in the motherfucking house. Like, I don't understand why they was out there, but Carl and Enid is chilling or whatever, reading some comics and shit. She like, you know, like, I'm trying to go. Like, I don't want to be out here. She like, I don't want to be out here or whatever. So I guess he got mad or whatever. I don't know if he planned on getting him some or whatever, but you know, he just was kind of in his feelings. He was alright, like, whatever or whatever. So they about to leave and Carl hears a walker, and you know, Enid like, oh no, we need to kill this, like, we need to kill it. And he like, no, like, just going back to the freaking house, like, leave it alone, like, let's go. So they leaves or whatever like that. So you see Michonne and Spencer looking at Carl running. So Michonne like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden you see a walker come out, and the walker, y'all, is freaking Spencer's mom, Deanna. And I was like, I kind of seen that coming. And freaking Spencer was in the woods because he was trying to find his mom, because he said he seen his mom a couple days ago and he thought that was her, and it was. So he's in the woods trying to kill his mama basically and give her a proper burial. And I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. Rick and Daryl on this little run or whatever. They look like they about to have like a little nice ass road trip, and they 300C. I was like, okay, y'all better get it. Rick blasting the country music and shit. So they freaking get to this little farm or whatever, and they find this big ass truck in this shed with all this food and supplies and shit in it. To me, I'm thinking to myself, like, that shit was just too good to be true. Like, what the fuck? Like they really hit the jackpot. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's like one in a motherfucking million, like, for real, for real. But they take the little truck or whatever, and they headed back to Alexandria. And they stop at a freaking gas station, and they stopped at the gas station because Daryl trying to really get this motherfucking pop for Denise, and they trying to get into this vending machine, and then out pops this dude out of freaking nowhere or whatever, and he says his name is Jesus. I'm like, okay, don't trust him. Any nigga that pop out of nowhere talking about his name is Jesus cannot be trusted, y'all. Rick tries to, you know, do what he usually does and asks him, like, how many walkers have you killed or whatever like that. Like, are you alone? And Daryl don't understand, because Daryl, like, you know, like, why? Like, why are you doing this for? Like, fuck him. Like, he ain't nobody. Like, let's go or whatever. So they freaking start hearing all this popping or whatever, sound like gunfire. They go around to the back, and it's just firecrackers, and they come to find out that dude stole the keys, and he's still in the truck full of supplies and shit. So I'm like, see, you can't trust these niggas in a zombie apocalypse. Like, fuck them. Like, for real, for real. If I was in a zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't freaking think that anybody would trust my black ass. Like, hell no, because I'm not trusting y'all. Fuck you. It's everybody for yourself. I'm sorry if you ain't my blood. I'm about to say, shit, I can't even trust my blood, to be quite honest. Shit. But anyway, so they chase the truck down or whatever like that. Dude is out there fixing, I guess he had a flat tire. He don't know how to drive, y'all. He out there fixing his flat tire. They run up on dude, and Jesus is a fucking assassin or something, because he start pulling out all of these jujitsu moves and shit. He fucking Rick up, fucking Daryl up. Like, he is like Jesus. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So they finally look like, you know, get him or whatever. They tie his ass up, and they about to leave him sitting out there on the road. Rick like, oh yeah, these knots ain't that tight, so you should be out in a minute or whatever, but that just gives us enough time to get away or whatever, because they don't want him to know, like, you know, which area they going to, because they don't want him to get back to Alexandria and shit. So they just, you know, they leave or whatever, and they chilling, you know, just driving and shit. All of a sudden they hear some thumping. They're like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was because they ass was driving in the motherfucking field, but no, Jesus on the motherfucking roof. And I'm like, how the fuck did Jesus get on the roof, y'all? How the fuck did Jesus get on the fucking roof? Rick fucking hits the brakes. Jesus falls. Not Jesus running through the motherfucking field. Daryl chasing him like a goddamn, like he chasing a pig or something. Like he about to hog tie this nigga. Fucking Rick in the motherfucking truck doing donuts and shit. And I'm just like, is this the Dukes of Hazzard? What the fuck am I watching? Like, what the fuck? Like, would y'all just leave Jesus alone? Like, I don't understand. Fucking some fucking walkers come out of nowhere or whatever. Fucking Rick stops the truck, starts killing walkers, and Daryl got Jesus trying to fuck Jesus up, but Jesus ain't going. And then a walker come creeping up behind Daryl. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, fucking Jesus ends up getting Daryl's gun and killing the fucking walkers. And I'm like, Jesus, you know what? You're a miracle when it comes to motherfucking pickpocketing, because your ass be good as fuck with that shit. Like, for real, for real. Everything Jesus does is just like, it's on a Jesus type of fucking level. Like, this man is Jesus. Like, I'm convinced. As they getting out the fucking truck, they hit fucking neutral. The truck goes fucking in reverse and fucking goes into the lake. As the truck is going into the lake, and Daryl is pulling Jesus out of the truck. He hits his head, or the truck hit him rather, and knocks his ass out. So now Rick talking about we gonna take him back to Alexandria because he needs some medical attention. I'm thinking to myself like, okay, I've been running around all town all motherfucking day trying to get my motherfucking truck back because he stole it. Then this motherfucker hops aboard the motherfucking truck trying to steal it again, and I have to run through the motherfucking field trying to get this motherfucker, dodging walkers and shit, and then the truck goes into the fucking lake and you still want to help this motherfucker? Fuck him. Ain't nobody got time for him. Even if his name Jesus or not. Fuck him. Michonne talking to Carl or whatever about what he did for not killing Spencer's mama. And he just was like, I didn't want to kill her. Like, it wasn't right for me to kill her. Somebody she loved should have did it. Because he seen Michonne and Spencer out there earlier or whatever like that. So I guess he put two and two together. And, you know, it was kind of cute. Michonne and Carl had a little moment or whatever like that. It kind of led me up to, like, what the fuck was about to happen. Like, for one, I already knew, like, it just made sense. Like, from the fucking beginning to them looking like a happy ass fucking family, to this little moment where her and Carl bonding. And then I started to think about how she had Beth for that little point in time. You know, how she just was like the mother figure. I was just like, you know what? Y'all think y'all slick. Like, at first I told myself, like, it's some sexual tension or something or whatever. So Michonne sits her ass down on the couch next to Rick, asking Rick about his dad. So, you know, Rick just like, you know, I just been through some shit. Like, it's just a lot. But what you do? She like, you know, same old, same old. So he like, oh, here you go. He couldn't get her the toothpaste. So he brought her back some motherfucking, some certs, some little mints and shit out of the vending machine. That was old as fuck. I said, bitch, you bite into that, you ain't gonna have no teeth. So, you know, she thought that was cute. She like, for real now, for real. And I'm just like, bitch. So they start holding their hands and shit. And I'm like, I know they ain't about to kiss. So Rick leans in for a kiss, and I'm like, hold up, bitch. You best to pop that motherfucking mint in your goddamn mouth, bitch, because you been running around all motherfucking day without brushing your goddamn teeth, and now you about to kiss. Y'all is just nasty. Like, they was just making out, like, not giving a fuck, swapping spit. I'm like, I guess in the zombie apocalypse, it don't fucking matter. Like, it is what it is. I guess you learn to love that shit. So I was like, aha, y'all do y'all. But then it cut to them all in the bed and shit. And I was like, bitch. They got down. They got busy. I was like, this little interracial couple and shit. Get y'all life. But then I was just like, quickly deferred. Like, what the fuck? Because they wakes up to somebody whispering, Rick, Rick. They jump up out the motherfucking bed, asshole naked, like, what the fuck? What's up? What's up? And it's Jesus, y'all. But whatever, like, this episode was kind of short. This episode, it was good, but, you know, it really wasn't much. It was easy to break it down, so it's probably gonna be short, but whatever. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure y'all like this video, share this video, and yeah, just keep showing support, because, you know, I'm gonna keep doing videos. Like, this shit is fun. Like, I don't really care. This shit is fun. But till next time, I'll see y'all. Peace.